this week, we kind of just pick up where we left off last week and tell you the rest of the story here, part 2. Yeah, the proposal was a whole adventure of itself.
An adventure. Yeah, I think there were like everyone was in on it except for the kids. And I just looking back, it's funny because I remember my mom being like, okay, well, we're going to all go to, because you're thinking you're at the beach, like you're just going to wear casual clothes, whatever. She made it a point to be like, we're all going to go to church service, so make sure you bring something nice.
For Christmas Eve.
And so I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll bring something nice. And a few Christmassy outfits and all of that. And then there would just,
We had to have pretty much everybody in on it because it was in Florida and we were in Nashville. And I'm like, I'm not there. I don't know. We're on Google Maps with her mom and with Hope, her sister, who's Hope's doing the research, trying to like find cool spots. And then her mom's like going out on her free time to go visit the spots and do some reconnaissance to see like whether this would be a good spot or not. Cause we're so far away. I wasn't able to kind of go and see him in person to know, would this be a good spot or not?
And I think I flew in before him. So it's not like he could get there, go to the store and get things. So my mom
Balloons
had gone
and everything, like
picked up everything. And then
I don't have a car or anything, so I know when we're going to be there, we're all hanging out together. I'm like, I can't just like leave for half a day. And like, where'd Chris go?
There's so many. And I look back and I'm like, it was very telling how much you knew me, like how well you knew me at the time, because I remember thinking, oh, this would be the perfect time to get proposed to because my whole family is there. And I love my family so much. And just thinking, oh, that would be really cool. And then, so that I wouldn't be freaking out, I told myself, but we haven't finished the book. So that was like my safety net. I'm like, well, he's not proposing because we haven't finished the book.
101 questions to ask before you get engaged.
So I was just like, okay.
And we're like question 92 or something, 95. We're almost.
Yeah, we were getting
almost to the end.
But we weren't there yet. So I was just like, okay, it's not going to be this weekend because we haven't finished the book. So it kind of gave me my own peace of mind that I was like,
I told him I'm going to say no if he asked me before we finish this book. I'm not saying yes.
It's true. That was my thing. Got to finish the book. But, so we were there, and there was one night we were all up playing games late, I think till 1 o'clock in the morning, as the adults do. We play card games or something, and getting ready for bed, and I think we had 3 questions left, 2 questions.
2? I think there was 2 questions left.
And one of them was like, I think it was a long one, and we had read it before, and we were like, oh, we'll get to that one later because it's long. It's the fruits of the spirit or something, and you had to go through each one and talk about something. I don't remember. But he goes, so, the fruits of the spirit. I'm brushing my teeth. And he's like, so, the fruits of the spirit. And I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Let's just go through it. We'll just get it done. This was the eve before Christmas Eve.
Yep.
And then I was like, okay, it's late. Go to bed. And he was like, no, come here. Let's just, I don't remember what you said, but somehow you can do more questions.
We finished that question, and she was like, oh, all right. I was like, oh, okay, we got one more left. And you're like, oh, it's late. We can do that another day. And I was like, no, we're already this close. We might as well just finish this last one where we're already here.
Yep.
Knowing that the proposal was going to be the next day. So
yeah, smart. So we finished, and I'm so grateful that you did it that way because I think, again, I'm definitely know I could overthink things. And so let's just say we had finished that book
Thanksgiving or something.
Yeah. The anticipation anytime we went anywhere would have just been so, is he going to propose? Is he going to propose? Is he going to propose? It's like this whole thing. So I feel like the fact that you did it then, you proposed the next day, not even 24 hours later, like it really helped me. I was genuinely surprised. And there were some funny things, like my nail broke on the way to the airport, and I called Chris. I'm like, hey, can you bring my nail glue? I'd purposely taken the nail glue out, and then it was just like my thumb broke. I was so annoyed. It was on my right hand, so it didn't really matter. But and then I just remember my mom being like, are you going to go get your nail fixed? And I was like, no, I don't. Chris is bringing me nail glue. I'm not really worried about it. So I just kept gluing it back on. But everyone was so concerned about my nails. And I was like, this is just weird. People Anyway, so looking back, I had to laugh about that everyone was concerned for my nails and for my
Yeah.
outfit. And it was really sweet that I think even the girls they were like, we were going to get ready to go to the beach and take family photos before we went to Christmas Eve service. And all the girls started curling their hair. And I was like, oh, okay. I probably was just going to leave my hair how it was that day. And they are all in there curling their hair. I'm like, okay, we're curling our hair. Like, so I get in there and I'm
Yeah.
curling my hair. So I'm like, they all just did a great job of pushing me towards being,
Nobody gave it away.
photo
Nobody
ready.
spoiled the
Yeah.
secret.
Kids didn't know it, or otherwise they probably would have
And
given it away.
I really appreciated that. I think I didn't really notice it during the fact, but more so after having conversations was I think in the immediate, like in the leading up to and the during the planning and the proposal, in my mind, I was like, oh, I feel like I'm not doing enough. I should be doing more. They're doing all the work. Her mom's visiting the places. Her sister's blowing up balloons while we're gone.
Yeah, they did the whole
Her
setup.
parents went and put up the streamers and the lights. And it was like, I felt like, oh, I should be doing all this, but I can't get away without like, causing questions and I'm not there. And then I think it wasn't until later on where I think your mom was like, no, like we're grateful that you allowed us to be a part of this and that you asked us to be involved. This was
Yeah.
really cool for us to be a part of it. And I think once I saw it that way, it was like, oh, that's like, I didn't even think of it that way. I thought like, man, I should be doing more here, but they're doing all the work. And looking back, it was like, no, like we're glad that you had asked us to be a part of this.
I feel
It's
like
such a big thing.
It's the difference in I come from a big family and there's 7 of us kids. You come from single parent and single son. So you do a lot more on your own. I think in that sense, growing up in our family, it's the camaraderie of coming together, and it was beautiful that you allowed them, even though you could have tried to take it all on yourself, that you allowed them to help and be part of it, because now they all have their own stories of like, oh, we did this and we did. They all get to remember it of the parts that they got to be part of, and it was so special. And there were so, like, I was just even thinking, Hope, my sister, loves, I mean, my whole family loves coffee, but like, Hope's the connoisseur. And she was like, there's this coffee shop we have to go to, and we have to go get good coffee. And I was just like, oh, yeah. Didn't even blink. Of course, we have to go get good coffee. That totally makes sense. And my parents were like, we're gonna go ahead of everybody. We just need some alone time. I'm like, makes sense. We've been around them this whole time. It's a lot. We're a lot. And so they went ahead. They were setting things up. Hope had us stop for the coffee.
Which gave them time to get things set up.
Yep.
And time for your older brother and his wife and their kids to blow up balloons and streamers and get the party back at the house ready.
Yeah,
and
because
then
that was
leave
a surprise too.
past us while we were waiting at coffee so they could be there at the beach for the proposal when we got there.
Arrived. Yeah, there were so many moving parts.
Yeah.
It was funny because when we were at the coffee shop, I remember it was hot out. It was, it's Florida, and I think was the AC broken or something, or Hannah didn't want to. I don't know. It was hot. We're in the coffee shop, and I reached my arm around Chris, and I was like, "Oh, you're sweating. Are you okay?" Like, he just kind of airing his shirt out, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it's hot out there," and I'm like, he was like totally nervous.
It's the humidity.
Oh, the humidity. But yeah, we got there, hopped out of the car, and I don't remember. I was just like, we gotta throw these coffee cups away. I was just somehow everyone else ended up at the beach, and you, me, and Hope were the last ones. And Hope was so great about it because she's always taking photos. And the lighting's great. Oh, let me get your photo. I'm like, oh, okay, let's take a photo. Yes, Chris and I love taking photos, and we're photogenic, and we just popped into take photo mode, and she started taking our photos. And what was going through your head at that time? I'm curious.
I just remember, I still think of the conversation once we got to the end of the bridge is what I kept thinking of, is wondering like how long we're going to go down this bridge until you notice that there's balloons and candles and like all this the music playing and stuff and everything set up for the proposal. And we're walking down that bridge. I'm like, I don't think she sees it yet. Okay, like, just act natural. We're just smile. We're taking pictures.
I
out
put
here.
my arm around your waist, and you were like,
I had to like the ring was like in the pocket there, and you'd put around, and I had it in my jacket. I was like, oh shoot! And we get down to the end of the bridge where the cutout is, where everything is set up, and Shauna goes, oh, wow, it looks like someone's getting proposed to. Someone's getting engaged. And I was like, yeah, you are. And how did that go?
Yeah, I mean, they did such a good job. I genuinely did not know that was for me. It just literally like you turn to the right and it looks like someone was about to get proposed to. And then I think when you said, yeah, you, it was like, then it like fully hit me. And I was like, probably in shock. Because I don't remember even all that moment. Like, it's weird because you look back and you're like, oh, I wish I could remember everything he said. I think adrenaline just gets really high and you start blanking out a little bit, even though it's like one of the best moments of your entire life. Yeah, it was great. And they had the flowers and everything set up. And it was really sweet because my sister is getting photos from behind, and obviously she got the good shots. And Chris gets down on one knee, and I say yes, and then I get to stand up, say I said yes, and you turn, and my whole family is just on the beach, far
At
enough
the end of the
away
bridge, yeah.
that they gave us our space to have our moment. But then they all just ran down and got to celebrate with us,
The
and
nieces and
it was
nephews
so
and
sweet.
the
Yeah.
grandma on FaceTime
Yep,
and everybody.
grandparents on FaceTime and got to FaceTime people, and the kids got to look at the ring. I remember too, he got this box. So it's not like he just took the box from the jeweler. He got a special one where when it opened, it had a light, and the light hit the ring, and then it just like, and this ring is huge.
Little
So
disco ball.
I remember being like, oh my gosh, that's huge. I think I probably even said that. Dang. But he did really good on the ring, on the proposal, and then photos right on the beach. Those were great. We used them for our announcements later on for
Yeah.
our wedding. And yeah, it was just so special. It was such a special time. We got to go back to the house we were all staying at. And then there was the other surprise, like walk in the door and they
There's a
had
party.
all the balloons set up. Everything was set up for the party. And we just got to hang out and celebrate, and everyone toasted to us. You should tell the story of my nephew, Zeke. He was probably, I guess he would have been like 3 or
3 or 4.
4 at the time.
Yeah, we were
But
going around. Each person was just like, I want to toast to Shauna and Chris. And we're so excited for this or this and so grateful for this. And her nephew, Zeke, goes, it gets around to him. It's his turn. He holds up his ginger ale, whatever he's got. It says, Happy birthday, Chris and Shauna. I'm like, thank you.
happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
I like that's the ongoing joke now. We're like, remember when Zeke
Yeah.
toasted to us? Happy birthday. It was great. And then we got to go into, and when you first get engaged, you call the important people real quick before you make the announcement. And then so we got to do all the FaceTimes with people, and it was so fun. And then
I think the whole wedding planning is a whole series
yeah,
on its
that
own.
could be its own series. We don't need to go into that. I think it's always interesting. People say, like, oh, that was a long engagement. Like, everyone's always got an opinion. But I think ours was exactly what it needed to be. We spent time living life, going through the book, praying a lot. And yeah, I just think everything happens for a reason. So I'm grateful for that time, for what it built in us, and where we are now.
I would say, I mean, even just as we're talking through all this stuff here, I would say communication is important. Don't assume what the other person's at. Don't assume we were talking about earlier. Don't pressure into moving here. Why won't he ask me to move here? Does he not love me? Like, communicate, talk about everything. Just that book helped us do. Ask questions. It's a blessing to get to know this person more that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. And so, but also like, remember that as crazy as it gets in planning and preparation and asking for the engagement and then going immediately after that into wedding planning stuff, like just take a breath and just remember to be grateful for all that you have, that you're getting to experience, that you're getting to do,
Yeah.
that you're getting to share with somebody. Don't let the pressure and the pace of everything going on and happening all at the same time take away the joy in that time period of just getting to like soak it in and say, this is awesome. Like, this is our first Christmas as a fiance, and next year I won't have a fiance, I'll have a wife, but this is my only Christmas with a fiance. And it's a different season, and you'll have different ones to look forward to, but make sure you don't miss that one. Get to slow down and look around and make the most of it.
I feel like we were good at that too. Oh, we're gonna enjoy dating. We're gonna enjoy being engaged. Now we're enjoying being married.
I think I remember immediately after you're like, I said yes. And then we came up and your dad was like, so you guys pick a date yet? And I'm like, I haven't even thought about that yet. Like, this is as far as I've thought.
My dad was hilarious. He's like, well, I had a date already picked. I'm like, good for you.
I was like, this is as far as I've thought this through. I'm just like, I made it to here and I'll
Yep.
figure the rest out after this. But right now, I'm just like, this
In
is
this
where we're
moment.
at and we're going to enjoy it and celebrate. And whatever comes next, comes next. And we can worry about that tomorrow.
Yep. Well, thank you for joining us. Cheers.
Cheers.
And we will hear you, see you. You'll hear us.
Episode.
You'll-
That's a
nice-
wrap
It's a
for
wrap.
Perrine.
Party of two.